Jesus. Pray with us. Pray with us. We come against any spiritual machinations. We come against any spiritual manipulations in the name of Jesus Christ. Mama, pray for us. Pray for us here. Pray for me. 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 The enemy wants to mess with me. Pray for me. The enemy wants to mess with me. Pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for this young man. Pray for us. Pray for us. If you can speak, you are not to speak. Speak the oracles of God. Speak the oracles of God. Speak the oracles. Speak. Speak the oracles of God. Speak the oracles of God. Pray with us. The journey is not easy. The journey is not easy. The enemy is a liar in the name of Jesus Christ. Pray with us. Jesus. My calling is also the enemy wants to manipulate, want to disturb in the name of Jesus Christ. I am nobody, so pray for me for the anointing, for the fresh oil every day. I am shaking the tent of the enemy, so the enemy wants to misbehave. Pray for me. She said. Jesus. Yes, you are. Been telling me, Daddy, we need a band. We need a band in the name of Jesus Christ. And I told them, we had just bought some stuff, about 12,000 CDs, bought a combo. We bought 2 combos here, one for the keyboard, one for the bass. And I have this necklace, the chain, gold chain. It's over about 20 years old. The Lord said, I don't want you to be wearing this thing, just get rid of it. They want me to be simple and pure. So I told my son, no, we'll go and sell this gold and use the foundation money to buy the drums. We sold it because of money. And some very good friends of mine, they said, look, we heard that you want to buy drums. Thank you, Dr. Brown. Dr. Brown sent me 1,000 Ghana. So we added to the money. I have a very great sister. She's promised to give us some money. I said, if you give me a 1 penny for the work of God, I'll come and say it. Because the angels of the Lord are witnesses when you even give it to me in secret. And you say it's for the work of God. We are not going to be playing it in my house. But we know God is going to give us a place. Just fellowship. I'm not forming any church because we are going to move to campuses to touch the young people, young men and women. We want the Holy Spirit to touch them from there before they come into the world. So they will have successful lives. So with Christ in the vessel, you will smile at the storm. So if you are introduced to Christ properly, deeply, you have an engagement, an intimacy with Christ, your life will be different. So that's the drums here. I want you to pray with that. Pray with us over it. Because we're going to take it around to spread the gospel. Jesus. Pray. Father, we are committing these drums into your hands. Those who give, those who are promised to give, touch them to give us, to increase your word. Because you say, my son, I will cause people to give to your bosom. For my word's sake. If I want to do right by Jehovah, when you give me something for God, I'll tell the whole world. Jesus. But I want to play on these drums. Please help me anoint these drums. Help me anoint them. Help me anoint them. In the name of Jesus Christ. Give me oil, because these drums go in places. In the name of Jesus Christ. When we pray that the angels of the Lord should be happy with us, because what we want to do is to spread the gospel in the name of Jesus Christ. We also got a synthesizer the other day. Somebody brought a synthesizer, a Roland synthesizer. He wants 6,000 cities. God will make the way, Jesus. Jesus. There's a need out there. We need to go out there. We are praying for God's mercy that this pandemic will come down. It has changed our lives drastically, and so we need to be mindful. But you understand? Pray wherever you pray with us. This is God's property. Jesus. Jesus. Touch them. Touch these long lives. They are passionate. Touch them in the name of Jesus. Do your own thing, Lord. We sanctify, we purge. Oh, have your way, Lord. Have your way, Jesus. We nullify, oh, have your way. To your glory, Lord. Let it this. We bring this to your glory. Shadoshaya, to your glory. Marostebere, Rodosta. Do your own thing with it, Lord. To your glory. Mashana Dada, Baradosebere, Lasonebele, Losebere, Parosta. Let lives be touched. Let souls be warmed. Let healing. Let there be a manifestation, Lord. Manifestation. Like never before. By the reason of the blood, we speak that this is nullified. This is sanctified to your glory. We thank you, glory, Lord. Glory, Lord, and as we honor you, we give you glory, Lord. And as we honor you, you are wonderful. You are worthy, oh Lord. You are wonderful. You are worthy, oh Lord. You are wonderful. You are worthy. wonderful. You are
worthy, oh Lord. You are wonderful. You are worthy, oh Lord. We give you glory, Lord, and as we honor you, we give you glory, Lord, and as we honor you. You are one. You are worthy, oh Lord. You are wonderful. 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 You are worthy, oh Lord.
Yebeka wonjumeni
Wonjumeni na
Frisa
Frisa wonjuma Yekasi Osa Berima
You know something, my brother, my sister, give your life to Christ. You don't know my journey. A lot of people know me. So when they see me in this situation, a lot of them are blessing God for my life. And some of them too are passing some corners. Nah, stop it. But I have passion for Christ because He saved my life. I know many of you, God has done a lot of things for you. I want you to appreciate Jehovah. Tell Him you love Him. Look at how far you have come. Look at how far you have come. My passion is to serve Him. My passion is to build a house of prayer. That when I leave this earth, there will be a big building that people just go there and pray. Go to Isaiah 56:7. 56:7. We'll build a house of prayer for the Lord. I'm not forming a church. I just want to preach the good news to people. Whatever church you are, stay there, and engage God. I say this world is not our home. It's a very temporary place for us. A place that we need to enjoy. But we have a place to go.
Isaiah 56:7. Even then will I bring to my holy mountain and make them joyful in my house of prayer.
My house of prayer.
Their burnt offerings and their sacrifices shall be accepted unto my altar.
Jesus, Jehovah accept our burnt offering, sacrifices, the keyboard, the bass, the drums. These are burnt offerings to Jehovah. These are our burnt offerings. The combos, all the electrical things, the gadgets, the internet we are using, they are burnt offerings unto you, Jehovah.
Amen. For my house shall be called a house of prayer for my people.
For my house will be called a house of prayer. I am praying that God will give me the resources. to encourage people to say, let's build it. I'm going to get the land. Jesus. Get a big land. We will build Jesus. We will build a house of prayer for Jehovah before I leave this earth. Jesus. Lord, I'm making a covenant with you. Covenant keeping God.
Jesus.
Keep this covenant with you, Lord. Covenant keeping God. There is no one like you. You are Alpha and Omega. There is no one. I say,
Covenant keeping God.
there is no one like you. You are Alpha and
Omega. There is no one like you. God of Abraham,
God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Jacob, God of Moses, God of Hosea, God of Hosea,
God
Jeremiah,
of Elijah,
Elisha,
answered by fire. God of Daniel, you are the covenant keeping God. There is no one like you. Covenant keeping God. There is no one like you. You are Alpha and Omega. There is no one like you. God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Jacob, God of Elijah, you answered by fire. God of Daniel, you are the covenant keeping God. Yeah, there is no one like you. There is no one like you.
These are our burnt offering. We are going to be buying some high-end speakers. When we go to crusade, when we go to the university campus, we are going to give God the best. We are going to give God the best. Jesus. Sometimes I wish I have no responsibility. I'll just lock myself in the room and be praying. Because I know what God has taken me out of. I know you too. You know, you appreciate God. You appreciate God. So you know what God has done. How far you have come. I have a story. You have a story. Look at what is going on around the world now. Did you ever think that you have to be wearing masks when you go out? That now you are scared of your neighbor give you some virus, some micro. We need to be humble. I've been saying it.
There is no one.
We have a spiritual world and a physical world. It is the spiritual world that controls the physical world. So please, love one another. I've been telling people that my time is short on this earth. The assignment I have is very short. So I'm not joking. I'm not playing. Because I know where Jehovah took me to. I saw myself there. And Jehovah took me there. I saw my grandmother, my grandfather, my two grandmothers. I saw things. In Anibi, in Munyoma, I beg you in the name of God, come close to Jesus. Ecclesiastes 9 said, all these things are vanity. Ecclesiastes said, for every there is a season. It is your season. It is a season for the world to acknowledge Jehovah. By the end of the year, they will find an antidote for this virus. God has heard our prayer. So some of the scientists, God is going to plot the chemical composition, but the biological composition to their head, and to decipher and to decode, and to bring a vaccine. Watch. I'm giving you a prophecy. By November, Jesus, they will come and declare that Jesus, before the end of the year, by November, there will be a declaration that we have found an antidote. Jehovah is speaking. Because we cannot live like this. We cannot live in fear of one another. Our whole life has been altered by this microbe, by this virus. Aren't we afraid of Jehovah? We need to appreciate Jehovah. We are going to talk about the sovereignty of God. I tell you, it's God that gives me what to say, how to say it. I want to talk about the power of the Holy Spirit, the power of Jehovah God. He said his name is I Am. Whatever name we are calling him, that we added it to it. He said his name is I Am. The sovereignty of Jehovah. I'm begging you, I'm pleading in the name of Jehovah. Stop being evil. Trust me, if you do evil, you will get the payment here. Don't lie to yourself. Jesus. I'm telling you, the Lord said he has heard our prayer. People are praying all over the world for an antidote, for resolution to this matter of coronavirus, COVID-19. I want to thank God for Friday. There was an issue I have to deal with. I don't say certain things in public. But when I started praying. And the Lord said, it is not what they said, it's this. And I said, Lord, please, I'm on my knees. You have touched me. Touch. Bring healing. Forgive. Forgive. Forgive, Master Jesus, and bring healing and bring a resolution. By night, we had the good news. Jesus. I thank this young man, they were here with me, we prayed. I cried my heart out. I said, Jesus, have mercy and have grace. Somebody's watching us. You have an empty space. Give it to us. We just worship. We just come there and pray. We cannot play these drums in my house. It's a residential area. But I just want people to appreciate God. I want you to thank God for this gift. The drums and the keyboard. We have another piano. piano keyboard there. But we needed a synthesizer. Because we're going, you see, when Solomon was building the temple, hey, if you are his enemy and you have an artisan, you are a craftsman, you are a carpenter, you are a mason, he will come for he gave God his best. You have a space. Just call me. Or send us a message. They have a space that is not being rented, the commercial space. Come and take it and just worship. People have disengaged because of the coronavirus. People are not worshiping. We need to do our corporate worship. In Ghana, they have given it a limit of 100. Yeah, we can do it. We pray. Nobody's collecting any money. We just come and pray. Bring your matters to the altar. Bring your matters to the altar. And come and pray. Bring your matters to the altar. Bring it. Jesus. Somebody had a spirit. Just give it to them. Just want to pray. We invite people to come and pray there. Just come and pray. We need a house of prayer. We need a house of prayer. Not this, bring this and I do this. No. A house of prayer. A house of prayer. A house of prayer. A house of prayer. A house of deep prayer. A house of prayer. A house of prayer. A house of prayer. Jesus. A house of prayer. A house of prayer. A house of prayer. I forgot. And we have drum mics, Jesus. That goes with it. You didn't remind me of drum mics, Jesus. Hey, mama. We are going to talk about the sovereignty of God, the sovereignty of Jehovah. Father, we are going to mention your name. You have no name. You said, I am. You said, my name is I am. I want to go to First Timothy 6. 1 Timothy 6:15. Ya tolobo katata ya nelebelebelebele. Ye ma tolobo katata ya nelebelebelebele. Ye ma tolobo. Yeah, 6:15. Ma tolobo katata ya nelebelebelebele.
1 Timothy 6 verse 15.
Yes.
Which in his time he shall shew who is the blessed and the only potentate, the King of kings and the Lord of lords.
He's the King of kings and the Lord of lords. He's the King of kings and the Lord of lords. Hallowed be thy name. Hallowed be thy name. You are the great God of wonders. Go for Isaiah 43. We give you all the praise. Hallowed. He's the King of kings. There's nobody like him. Are you there?
Yes.
That was going to be our foundational scripture.
Isaiah 43.
13.
Yea, before the day was, I am he.
I am he.
And there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let it?
His name is I am. We call him Jehovah. It is we that say we want to call him Jehovah. Hey, mama, go to Exodus 13. Exodus 13.
Exodus
13. Sorry, Exodus 3, 13 to 14. Our Heavenly Father, he doesn't have a name more.
Exodus 3, 13.
Exodus 3.
Yeah.
13 to 14. Listen to this.
And Moses said unto God,
Behold,
when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, the God of your fathers has sent me unto you.
Yes.
And they shall say to me, what is his name?
Yes.
What shall I say unto them?
What shall he say to them?
And God said to Moses,
I
am that I am.
I am meaning.
And he said, thou shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am has sent me unto you.
Do you know in Hebrew the word I am means tied together? Jesus. Forever. It means forever tied. God has tied us to himself. So we started giving him names. We started giving him names. We give him names based on what he has done. We call him Elohim. God of power. Elohim. Go to 1 Peter 1:5.
1 Peter 1 verse 5.
Yes.
Who are kept by the power of God through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time.
Listen to it. Say it again.
Who are kept by the power of God.
It is his power that has kept us together. We are the ones that have drifted away from Jehovah. We call him Jehovah because we know he has power. All power belongs to him. All power. Even the enemy, the people on the other side of the river, they know. So they will figure and say, Asasi, yeah, they are lying. They know the potency of Jehovah. The sovereignty of Jehovah. And when we say sovereignty, what does that mean? I was looking at the English dictionary for the word sovereignty. Or brepom. The word sovereignty. It said dominion, jurisdiction, jurisdiction, supremacy, preeminence, primacy, supreme power, ascendant, and sway. Go to Genesis chapter 1:3. Genesis chapter 1:3. Genesis chapter 1:3. Genesis chapter 1:3. I want you to see something there.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 3.
Yes.
It says, and God said, let there be light, and there was light.
That's him. I am. He said, let there be light, and there was light. There was darkness. Obiara antiseno, moko beni tomole. Obiara antiseno, Jesus. His father, Elohim. We call him Elohim because all power belongs to him. We call him Yahweh because he's forever tied to us. And there's another special name we call him Abba. Abba means father. A-B-B-A, Abba, father. Go to Luke chapter 11. Let us go to Galatians 4:6. And the name that we have ascribed to him, the I am, the great that I am, I will give you biblical evidence to it. We named him. He is just sitting. He said, when Moses asked him, he said, tell them I am. Or to order, the name may be Gibi. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Galatians 4:6. And because ye are sons, God hath sent forth the Spirit of His Son into your hearts, crying, Abba, Father.
Abba, Father. Father, we adore you.
We lift our hands before you. Father, we adore.
We adore by calling Abba Father. Jesus, we adore. Hey, we lift our hands before you. Hey, Father,
we adore you.
Jesus, we adore you.
We adore you.
We lift our hands before you.
Father, we adore.
Go to Luke 11. Please be writing them down. I want you to synchronize with us, to have a synergy with us this morning. Because I was speaking about the King of Kings. I was speaking about the sovereignty of Jehovah. We call him Jehovah. We call him El Shaddai. We call him El Leon. We call him Jehovah Nissi. We ascribe a name to him because of his power. Jesus. Are you there?
Yes, please. Luke
2.
Luke 11:2. And he said unto them,
when
ye pray,
say,
say, Our Father which art in heaven,
our Father which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
As in heaven.
As in heaven.
So in earth.
So in heaven.
Give us day by day our daily bread.
Give us day by day our daily bread.
And forgive us our sins. For we also forgive everyone that is indebted to us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
So you see the Abba Father, our Heavenly Father. Jesus taught us how to pray. But how to give acknowledgement to what I am. Jesus. And another name we give Jehovah. We give I am. We tell I am that El Elyon, meaning God's most high. Go to Psalm 7:17. Jesus. I'm trying to let you know that the God we are serving, he got the whole world in his hands.
I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness. And I will sing praise to the name of the Lord Most High.
El-Eon, E-L-Y-O-N. It's a Hebrew word. Maybe I'm not pronouncing, but I'm not Hebrew. But it's El-Eon. It is we who ascribe certain things to him because he's the only one that we can ascribe those things to. Jesus. There's another name we call I am. El Roi. Go to Genesis 16:13. He said he's omnipresent, omniscient. He's everywhere. He sees. He knows your name. He knows your every thought. Before you had a clot of blood in your mother's womb, he knew you and I. Are you there?
Genesis 13 verse 17. Arise, walk through the land in the length of it, and in the breadth of it, for I will give it unto thee.
So we said he sees everywhere. Genesis 16:13. Genesis 16, I give it to him. Sorry about that.
16:13.
Yes.
And she called the name of the Lord and spoke unto her, Thou God seest me. For she said, Have I also here looked after him that sees me?
He sees everything. He sees your struggles. He sees your worries. He sees your sin. He sees your repentance. He sees your frustration. He sees everything. He sees everything. When we go out there to do outreach, and the Holy Spirit moves, you'll be like, no more. Today is a different. I said, he doesn't repeat himself. Go to Jeremiah 1:5. Sometimes I don't want to be like I'm the one just creating some story. Go to Jeremiah 1:5. What does he say?
Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly.
Who formed?
God.
When some young man is on the internet saying that there's no God, he said the Bible says it's only a fool that said there's no God.
It's true, yes.
He said, before I formed thee from the belly of your mother. That is why I say don't mess with mothers. Don't mess with women who have carried children for 9 months. You give them the seed, they hold it together. They are very dear to Jehovah because they were able to hold it together. Even if they are not hungry, they have to eat because they want to make sure you and I are fed there. Because they've been given a responsibility to hold the seed together. I pray that you treat your mother right. You will treat the women in your life right. They hold the seed together. We are not patient, men. We are not patient. I'm telling you the spiritual truth. We are not patient at all. Our eyes are doing gra. But the women have patience. They tolerate all our nonsense. From our mothers to our sisters, to our wives, to our girlfriend, they tolerate all our nonsense. He said before, repeat it again, please.
Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
He has sanctified you, Lord.
And ordained
a
prophet unto the nations.
A prophet unto the nation. Every one of us have a spiritual gift. Go to Acts chapter 2. All of us have a role to play in society.
Acts chapter 2.
Jesus, read it.
From verse 1.
Yes.
And when the day of Pentecost was fully come, they were all in one accord in one place. And suddenly there came a sound from heaven.
Look, I told you that, look, the Holy Spirit is gentle and he can be wild. So that you see me shaking, I cannot even stand the presence of the Holy Spirit. I'm telling you, see, I wear this long thing to keep to get it together. They were there. I was almost naked. Yeah, on my birthday. They were there. That was the first time they met me. They were there. They were like, what's going on with this man? Oh, yes. Papa and Lassie. Jesus. Hey, mama. Jesus. Me, I'm happy in the Lord. The enemy is a liar. Go to Daniel chapter 7:9. He is the ancient of days. He is the ancient of days. Ancient of days, as long as you are, as long as you are, You remain the same. Ancient of days, as long as you are, as long as you are, you remain the same. Oh, ancient of days, as long as you are, as long as you are, you remain the same. Ancient of days, as long as you are, as long as you are, you remain the same. Are you there?
Yes.
Yes. What does it say? What is Jehovah telling us?
I beheld till the thrones were cast down.
That's Daniel speaking.
And the Ancient of Days did sit.
The Ancient of Days, he sat.
Whose garment was white as snow.
Jesus!
Whose garment was white as snow.
White as snow.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
Jesus.
His throne was like the fiery flame. And his wheels as a burning fire.
Jesus. Please say it again. They need to hear.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down.
Daniel had a spiritual vision. The Lord opened his eyes to see. What is he saying?
I beheld till the thrones were cast down.
Yes.
And the Ancient of Days did sit.
The Ancient of Days did sit.
Whose garment was white as snow.
White as snow.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
Jesus.
His throne was like the fiery flame.
Jesus.
And his wheels as a burning fire.
Father, we are humble. Holy, holy is the Lord. Holy. Holy, holy is the Lord. Holy, 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 holy. Father, we don't even have the capacity to mention your name. That's why you said, my name is I am. But we don't have that spiritual, we are not strong enough to mention that name. But we call you affectionately Abba Father. We call you Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Elion, Jehovah Roi. Jesus. Sing.
His awesome presence fill this room. This is holy ground. So come and bow.
His name is I am.
Bow down.
What is your problem? What is your problem?
Fire.
What is your problem?
Perfume.
Our problem, you have a problem.
Awesome
But I am is the answer. It's the only way. He brought his only begotten son. Whoever receives him will have life and have it more abundantly.
This is holy ground. So come and bow down. Yeah. So come and bow down and worship Him, oh worship Him, bow down and worship Him, worship Him. He's the King of Kings, the I am that I am.
Wherever you are, just start reflecting on it. He said, before you were a drop of blood in your mother's belly, He formed you. He said, I formed you and put in your mother's belly.
Jesus, the King of Kings, worship Him. Oh, worship Him. Consuming fire, sweet perfume, His awesome presence.
Go to Isaiah chapter 6, 1. You are exalted, you are exalted. No, we'll do more of the names of I am. I just want to zigzag. But when I'm here, the Holy Spirit is the one directing. I make all the notes. But when I start to share the word of God, he said, my son, add this one, then go here. What do I know? I don't know anything. Isaiah chapter 6, I think it's 6. 6:1.
Isaiah 6:1. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord sitting upon the throne, high and lifted up.
He saw it all. Isaiah also saw it.
His train filled the temple. Wow.
Jesus. Jesus. Go to Isaiah 66:1.
Isaiah 66:1. Thus said the Lord, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool.
Say it again.
That says the Lord.
That's it, I am.
The heaven is my throne.
The heaven is his throne, he's in heaven.
The earth is my footstool.
But the night is the earth is his footstool.
Where is the house that ye build unto me?
Yeah.
And where is the place of my rest?
Yeah. So me, I said I support the building of the cathedral.
Place of worship.
The place of worship. He said, where is the house? We collect loans to build stadiums, and today we can't play ball. That's the word of Jehovah. Our tune, we build National Theatre. They go and do nonsense there. There's some few good things they do there, but most of it is dancing, all kinds of rubbish. The Bible says nonsense. We build a convention center. What are we doing there now? Where is his house of prayer? Mr. President, I support you. Hashtag, I'm for the, how do you say? Hashtag, I'm for the cathedral, the National Cathedral.
Hashtag national.
Say it again.
Hashtag the National Cathedral.
No, read that part for them.
Okay.
If you go to every Western country, there's a National Cathedral. If you go to the eastern part of the world, the Thailand, the Japan, Indonesia, the Hindus, so they have their own Shinto shrine in Japan. There's certain things that don't even go there with politics. And I know President Mahama wants to support. But he's a Christian. He said, where is his house of... what did you... No, read again.
Thus saith the Lord, the heaven is my throne.
The heaven is his throne.
And the earth is my footstool.
Yes.
Where is the house that ye build unto me?
Where is the house?
And where is my place of my rest?
Says, we will build it for you. We will build for you. They are going to build it for you. Mr. President, go and take a loan and let them speak against it. Go and take, I am telling you, oracles of God. Let's go and take a loan. Let's build them. Let's build it for Jehovah. Don't mind them. They go to court meetings. They go to shrines. They give them money to paint the place and make it nice. He said, where is this house where he will reside in? People say, but if you build a National Cathedral, the other issues. Poverty has been with us since generation. Poverty has been with us. But have we tried him? Have we tried building a National Cathedral? And he said it's for Jehovah? And have we tried to do it and see that Jesus? Go to 2 Chronicles 7:14. What the president declared. Mr. President, I'm with you. This one, no politics. I'm with you. Can't pay. A lot of believers are with you. Can't pay.
If my people, which are called by my name,
are we called by his name? Are we called by the name of I am, Jehovah? Elohim, Elion, Elohim. Abba Father, we call by his name. Go ahead.
Shall humble themselves.
We need to cool it.
And pray.
We declare national prayer, fasting and praying. So when the Holy Spirit comes in the name of the nation, where is he going to reside? We need to set up a place. Solomon built the temple. I say, study what people have done that has worked for them. Go to America. If you go to Washington DC, they have a very beautiful National Cathedral. My university used to be like 20 minutes, 25 minutes away from there. You can go there at any time, light a candle, sit there quietly. You see people go to mass early by 6 a.m. Sometimes by 5 people go to mass before they go to work. Jesus. Most churches, they open their doors early for people to come and pray. Some churches, they don't even close. If you go to New York, there are certain churches, they're Catholic churches, that they don't close the door. The door is never closed. People go there and sit quietly. The Holy Spirit, yeah, it is ever present, omnipresent everywhere. But respectfully, create a space for God, an altar, and say this altar is for God. President Anado, my friend, you don't mind them. You will build the cathedral. We get alone, no. You will see the hand of God in Ghana. And what? History will judge you right. If what you leave the sin is not finished, if NDC, whatever, whoever comes, they will continue. Because when you start, God will finish it. And the rich people, you are sitting on money, you will leave the money for some nonsense people to chop, excuse me. Go and give some to the what do you call it? The committee to build the National Cathedral. Mr. President, the businesses, give them tax incentives, give them tax waivers, let them give to God. Like they do in America, 501c3, non-profit organization. Because they are doing the things of God. Build the cathedral for God. Hashtag build the National Cathedral.
And seek my face.
And seek my face.
And turn away from their wicked ways.
Jesus.
Then will I hear from heaven.
The turning away from wicked is very important. Turning away from wicked. Jehovah is saying, I am. He said we should turn away. You see, these days, there's a plethora of cases. You go here, somebody has bought a goat, somebody has bought some eggs and some schnapps. You are desecrating the land. And we are speaking about the sovereignty of Jehovah. The sovereignty of I am. The preeminence of I am. The primacy of I am. The superpower of I am. Who created you? Somebody does something slight, then you go and curse. Curse. Why? Why are you cursing? Why? You are desecrating the land. So we should stop evil. That's the only way you will build the land. We will build the cathedral, but we need to stop evil. We need to stop the corruption. You don't know how corruption is like. It's a weapon of mass destruction. When the president gives you an appointment as a minister of state or a CEO of some state-owned parastatal, and you are there, and you can't go there to be rich, you are depriving the nation of growth. You see, there's something I've noticed. I became a road contractor, but I have to stop. Because when they give you the contract, I don't want to mention names, everybody will collect. So how much is left for you to do the road contract? So if you see the roads that the foreign companies build is solid, but the Ghanaian companies, sometimes don't blame the contractors, because we don't have God in us. We the people that give the award of the contract. This person will have to go and collect loan from the bank and do the work. You have to pay. Me, I've stopped. Even the site engineer is collecting. The secretary who has to prepare your certificate for the MC or the DC to sign wants her share or his share. Why? How can the nation develop? We are talking about the supremacy of God. He said he knew you. So what the kulu you are doing, you and I, he knows us. We must stop. Corruption is a weapon of mass destruction. There's a young man that comes on the internet. He'll be showing New York and stuff, how clean the place is. And sometimes his language is a little bit foul though. But he's making a point. How the place is developed. We are blessed as a nation. Jehovah said, the heaven is his and the earth is his footstool. And also ask him, where is his place in our lives? Where have we dedicated for him? Jesus. Jesus. Revelation 14. Oyekesi wosuru suru. Oyekesi wosa sisu. Oyekesi wokunisu. Yasem dise yenyami oyekesi. Oyekesi wosuru suru. Oyekesi wosa sisu. Oyekesi wokunisu. Yasem dise yenyami oyekesi. Oyekesi o oyekesi wosuru suru. Oyekesi wosa sisu. Oyekesi wokunisu. Yena semdise oblematesa ji Yehowa. Blematesa ye. Oblematesa ji Yehowa. Hani je bife ale yake. Ohe wale na woyo. Hani je bife ale yake. Ohe wale na. Ike boji nyumo. Leji nyumo ni wale. His name is I am. Leji nyumo. Leji nyumo ni wale. Leji nyumo wale. Ike leji nyumo ni wale. Leji nyumo. You go to Revelation 15. The Lord says you come here first. 15. Revelation 15:3. He wants to tell us something there.
And they sing the song of Moses, the servant of God.
Yes.
And the song of the Lamb.
Yes.
Saying, great and
who is the Lamb is Jesus. Go ahead.
Great and marvelous are thy works.
Great and marvelous are thy works.
Lord God Almighty.
Lord Almighty.
Just and true are thy ways.
Yes.
Just and true are thy ways.
That's 53.
Yes, please.
Yes. Are you done?
Thou King of saints.
Yes. And this one, that King of nations. It's a King of nations. Go to Revelation 19:6. We are there. We are still at Revelation. Honey Jane be fairly okay. Oh, it was there.
Honey Jane be fairly okay.
Are you there? What does it say?
Revelation 19 verse 6.
Yes.
And I heard as it were the voice of a great multitude.
That's John speaking. Yeah, right.
And as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of mighty thunderings, saying, Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
For the Lord God omnipotent reigneth.
Omnipotent reigneth. We are going to build a national cathedral. We are going to build it. I'm not a rich man. If I have, you don't understand my passion for Christ. People of substance Whatever you have in your will, take some and give it to God. As you see the 1 million donation, you see how we were so afraid of the COVID-19. We were giving money, this company, because we don't want to die. Mr. President, please, respectfully, start the donation drive. Let's give it to God. Create this hashtag, go to MTN, create that thing. People should give one cities, two cities, three cities, whatever they have. Donate to the fund. You will be shocked. And don't let the politicians manage that money. Give it to the financial people, the banks. Get some prominent guys, like Mr. Andani and the rest, they know banking. And let them donate. You see how people give. We want God to reside here in Ghana. Hashtag build the cathedral, Jesus. Are you done? Now go to Deuteronomy 4:39. Hey,
Deuteronomy 4, verse 30.
Yes. Deuteronomy 4:39.
Deuteronomy 4, verse 39. And I read, Know therefore this day, and consider it in thy heart, that the Lord He is God in heaven above, and upon the earth beneath. There is none else.
MTN, are you there? Because after the moment you are number one, go and talk to them. The government will create an account for the National Cathedral. Multiple accounts. Create the platform for donating money to God. We will donate. Me, I will give my first 100 cedis. When somebody says, I'll give anything I get, I'll give 10% to him. Jesus. MTN, listen or do it. MTN will prosper more. I just get the bankers, don't get politicians involved. They will say my constituency, forget about my constituency. It is for God. Mr. President, you are my friend now. Nowadays I don't joke with you. Because you are the spiritual embodiment, the physical embodiment of the nation. So I must pray for you. I must speak positive things into your life. Because if something happens to you, happens to all of us. We want you to be safe. I know you will come out of isolation healthy and much stronger. With a lot of swag. Jesus. And govern the nation well. Jesus. And I know President Mama will agree with me. He's an Assembly of God, man. He loves God. He also agree. President Mama, my man, you can also do it. Encourage the people. Give to the National Cathedral. Jesus. And our mother is with you now. Auntie Nana. Hey, she will support you. Let's go. Go to Revelation 4. I just want you to understand that the supremacy, the sovereignty of God is deep. You see, we all woke up this morning. We slept. But His grace, we woke up. Somebody is in the hospital. Somebody had an accident some few minutes or hours ago. And where they are is not good. He said if we don't praise Him, He will cause the rocks to praise Him. He is sovereign. 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 Jehovah is sovereign. Jesus. There's a name they call God. They call Him El Shaddai. El Shaddai. ELSHADDAI. El Shaddai. And it means mighty God. God Almighty. Go to Genesis 17:1.
We've not read the Revelation 4.
You say, oh, come back, oh, come back. You see, I'm being here. As you go, you say, oh, come back there. Jesus. 17. You're talking about El Shaddai.
Genesis 17.
1.
And when Abraham was 99 old and 99 years old and 9, the Lord appeared to Abraham and said unto him, I am the Almighty God. Walk before me.
He's the Almighty
God.
Perfect. And be thou perfect. God, I want to walk before you. God, I want to walk behind you, Jesus. I want to walk behind your Son, Jesus Christ, the perfect one, the Holy One. And we say, Holy, holy is the Lord, holy is the Lord, Jesus.
And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and I will multiply thee exceedingly. Lord,
you are making a covenant this morning. We need a place to worship you. Non-denomination, just come and worship. Lord, I'm making a covenant with me and my friends here. Open the door for us. As people are giving for your work, open the door for us. We just a house of prayer. A house of prayer. Please. I will buy land for you, God. So I don't want my family to be worried about me. You've given me an assignment. So Lord, resource me. There are many people like me that you have touched. You have given them an assignment. Touch us. Let people see that you are the true God. You are sovereign. You are sovereign. Jesus. Are you done? Go ahead.
And Abraham fell on his face.
Abraham fell on his face.
And God talked with him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations.
Of many nations. That's when he came from Abraham to Abraham. El Shaddai, the mighty God, be the covenant. He said, he fell and you can't see his face. No. You see, Moses couldn't see him. He turned his back against him. No. Moses was so powerful. Moses can look at you and kill you. He got so much power. You know, all of us have a weakness. Moses had a weakness of anger. And when he brought the 10 commandments, the people were, he was not supposed to do that. But that shows you the fallibility of man. All of us have weakness. So if you see a pastor fall, don't laugh. That is his or her weakness. So you pray for restoration. But you are battling stuff. Jesus. No. Jesus. Well, okay, go to Psalm 91:1. When we just Psalm 91:1. 91:1.
Psalm 91.
1.
Verse 1.
1. Yes.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And I will say, the Lord is my refuge and fortress.
Yes.
The God in him I will trust.
Yes. He that dwelleth in the place of what?
In the secret place of
the secret place of the Most High.
Shall abide under
the Most High. He said he's in heaven, but the earth is his footstool. Where is heaven? There's no heaven. They're lying. They should disprove heaven. Tell them. Disprove it. Disprove heaven. You have not sat in a plane before. You can't even get a visa to travel anyway. Or even just fly domestically and go into the stratosphere and layers, you see, you'll be humble. When we're going, the first I was going to China, because Then if you're going to China, the Indians and the Chinese, they don't get along. So you cannot fly over India. So you are on the Pacific Ocean. It's scary. Me, I have flying phobia. So when I'm in the plane, I won't sleep until we land. I don't like heights, he says. So sometimes I'll request for the window side and I'll be peeping. I say, Jesus. I say, God, what will do? Hey. And if sometimes when I go to maybe Europe, when I go to the States where I travel around, you fly around, but you're always humbled. There was an astronaut who wrote a book about his first space encounter. He was an atheist. But when he went to space and saw how all the planets have lined up, the perfection of the universe, and he saw the earth round, there's no geographical boundaries, it deeply humbled him. So you just don't Big Bang theory for what? Everything happened by accident, nonsense. The Bible said they are nonsense. He said he created light and darkness. There's a song that he created light and darkness. So call me your own. Da, 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 da. You created light out of darkness.
You don't need a man to be the God you are. You have chosen to call me your very own. You've got times and seasons in your hands.
Everything is in his hands.
You will call for light out of darkness. You don't need a man to be the God you are. Call me your very own, for you are God.
From the beginning to the end, there's no argument. Jesus!
You are God all by yourself. You are God.
There's no place for argument. You are God
all by yourself. You've got times and seasons in your head. You have to light up the darkness. You don't need a man to be the God you are. You have chosen to call me your very own. You've got times and seasons in your head. You call for light out of darkness. You don't need a man to be the God you are. You have chosen to call me your very own. For you are God, from the beginning to the end.
Oh, there's no place
for
argument. You are God all by yourself. Sing it.
I need no other argument. I need no other plea. He is enough, that Jesus died, and died for me. I need no other argument. I need no other plea. He is enough, that Jesus died.
Jesus. Holy is the Lord, holy. Your name is holy. Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh. You are a miracle worker.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
You are the miracle working God. Your name is
Yahweh.
Your name is Jesus.
Your name is Jesus.
Your name is Jesus.
Jesus.
I call Jehovah, we call I am. We call Jehovah Jireh, the Lord my provider. Go to Genesis 22:14. You have provided for us. Me, I tell people, you have a history. I told you, we used to have a couple of t-shirts. There's one that you always wash. When there's, this is my favorite t-shirt. What? You're lying. You don't have enough. It's okay. Remember, you used to have that kambu. You wash it neatly. Then you put it in the sand for it to dry. Then you do gaga. You have come very far. Yes. Go back. He has provided. He has provided for your parents to take care of you. I say mothers are special. When they say school fees, I go with some of my friends to the market. My father will come and pay. Later, I found out I even have a birthday. That's another story. They'll go. I'll go with them. So then I'll be looking at them, their mothers. We just go to the market without unannounced because we know mommy is not home. Some of them will go to the ministry, wherever their mothers work. I'm not saying people, fathers don't do their bit, but I'm saying that our first point of call as children is our mothers. Even if your father has plenty, you will go to your mother first. God has provided. He's been there for you and I. Jehovah Jireh, my provider. God has provided. Me, if you see me doing what I'm doing here, he was a witness. I went blind. 12 days, I couldn't see anything. The people in my house, they answer the calls for me, they answer my text messages. I don't want people to know what is going on too much because the thing was very spiritual. Suddenly, my hand is still recovering from stroke. So if you see me doing the things of God, you don't know. I'm still recovering. See, before he was with me, went to the, we'll do like this. When we went to the eye doctor, they said, went to the ophthalmologist, they were like, this man is a nice, what happened? I couldn't see them when they were crying. When they crying, when I go there, I'm very nice with them. I give them money for lunch, and I will joke with them. He has provided healing. He has provided protection. What do you say to Jehovah? Thank you.
Jesus. I give you thanks for all you have done.
Oh, I am so blessed.
I am so blessed.
Yeah, my soul is at rest.
Oh Lord, I give you thanks.
Say it again, say it.
Thanks, oh
yes.
We give you thanks for all you've done. I am so blessed. My soul is at rest. Oh Lord, I give you thanks, oh thanks. I give you thanks for all you've done. I am so blessed. My soul is at rest. Oh Lord, I give you thanks.
Please, God has done something for you. They said it wouldn't amount to anything. But look how far you have come. Did you ever tell that you will travel to London, Canada, or America? There are millions of people in Ghana, but you are there. Even if you are not there, you are here. You've been blessed so much. You have multiple houses. You are renting them. You have cars. You are a transportation business. You have become an astute businessman or woman. God, Jehovah, I am. Why you be? You go efe eko ehamo. Nyame why you be amo? Mawo epe no ko hamu. Mawo ewu ono guju money kana mo amwe. People don't laugh at you. Did you ever think you're going to buy a car? Did you ever think that you're going to buy a plot of land to build? Your mother couldn't buy, your father couldn't buy, you built. Nyami Wayebi, he's the provider, he has provided. Stop being ungrateful to God. Extend a hand of fellowship to people around you. Help them. Jesus. People are dying. Sing it again. Thanks,
oh thanks. I give you thanks for all you've done. I am so blessed. My soul is at rest. Oh Lord, I give you thanks. Thanks, oh thanks. I give you thanks for all you've done. I am so blessed. My soul is at rest. Oh Lord, I give you thanks. You better go home, I see. You better go home, you better go home, I see.
You better go home, Mama yemono se, mama yenabambo. You better know mama Yehovah. Mama yemono se, mama yenabambo. You better know mama Yehovah. You better Yehovah see. You better go Nidinga. You better Yehovah see. You better go Nidinga. Mama Yehovah say, mama Yehovah. Wesu mama Yehovah. Yehovah. Mama Yehovah say, mama Yehovah. Let me tell you something. Jesus, and humbly with his father, I am. They are good. Everything written about him is great. He says his name is above all names. Jesus. Jesus. Go to Philippians chapter 2. Yes. He said, my son, you have not read this verse for me.
Philippians chapter
2 from 9 to 11.
From 9 to 11.
Yes, his name is above all names.
Wherefore God also hath highly exalted him.
That is Jesus.
And given him a name which is above every other name.
You know his name Jesus was given to his father, Joseph. At the end. His name is Yeshua HaMashiach. His name is above all names. Continue.
That at the name of Jesus,
at the mention of the name Jesus,
every knee should bow.
Every knee should bow.
Of things in heaven.
Of things in heaven.
And things in earth.
In earth. Mr. President, build the National Cathedral. I don't mind them. Jesus, build the cathedral for God. We pray that the rain should come down so that the registration will go on well, peacefully. Has it been raining? Has it been raining? People are praying. Has it been raining? Come on. The president declared 2 Chronicles 7:14. All he said that we shouldn't do evil. So you those manipulators, stop the nonsense. The Bible says you are nonsense. Stop it. Allow people to register. Our God is a good God. We prayed, didn't we pray here? We said the Lord should quiet the rains so people will have the chance to register. Hasn't the rain come down? We pray that God do not shake the earth again. We have been begging. Mercy seed, mercy seed, mercy seed. Mercy seed. Yehovah mieka fuda abena mawu Yehovah hallelujah hallelujah oh abena mawu Yehovah my passion. I will repeat it again. This building of the cathedral must be no politics. Stop faking that you love God and in everything somebody has to take the lead. The man has taken the lead. Just follow. Mr. President, I say take a loan and build the cathedral. History will judge you right. If we build this cathedral for Jehovah, things will change in this nation. Poverty will come down, crime will come down, corruption will come down. If we build a cathedral for God, let's try it. We didn't have, let's just try it. Jesus. I might not live to see it, but I'll be in the spirit, Jesus. I'll witness it. Many dausu, yes, we know many dausu. I say many dausu, many dausu. Yes, Ghana New Biaraka. I say, it's all about the cross. Yes, we are in Genesis 22:14. We are almost there. Today is one of my, she says, my precious aunt, Auntie Martha, her birthday. I know because of COVID-19, she can't do much. I said, Mom, just go and distribute the food. We'll come and sit with you and jollificate small. But may the Lord touch her. May the Lord bless her. She believes in me when I don't even believe in myself. From my childhood, she used to sew school uniform for me. Unrelentless, she won't stop. When I went to boarding house, the provisions she provided. Mama, I love you. And you know, me and you are my personal person. I'm gonna say my chucho mincho. You are good. May the Lord give, you will grow old. You'll be like grandma 100. Just the way you love God, And I love your spirit of calmness and humility. Even when they are insulting you, you said, "Hey, be a pure local." And yes, thank you for being my great supporter. Jesus. I have another precious aunt. She's in London. On her birthday, I'll say it. If I can't say anything to anybody, I'll call her and I'll vent. Everybody needs somebody to vent to, physically. Then spiritually, you need somebody to connect. I have some great people in my life. Fantastic people. You need that. You need that family network, that family support. Issues will rise, but you need that support. You are a precious somebody, Antimata. You are precious in the sight of God. You've been a pillar for the family. Jesus. You know, when you live with the old lady, you know a lot. You zip your mind. She said, "Hey," my grandmother would say, "Whatever I'm telling you, put it here. Go on, could you put it in your knees?" Are you there? Don't worry, your sons, they said today, they're coming to serenade you. They're coming to sing for you. Oh, he's right there. Genesis 3:2.
And Abraham called the name of that place Jehovah Jireh.
Abraham called the name of that place Jehovah Jireh.
As it is said to this day, in the mount of the Lord it shall be seen.
Yes. The when we were on the wilderness, the Lord provided manna. What did God do for the Israelites? And with the Gentiles, we are benefiting from the grace. Hashtag build the cathedral. Let's do something different and see the hand of God. If the hand of God will not move. And we broke, come on. We break things to build roads. We break buildings to build stadiums. We break buildings to build hospitals. And so if we break buildings to build a cathedral, the people are complaining. Take a step back. You don't understand spiritual things. He said the earth is his footstool. So if the earth is his footstool, and we are claiming that, so it doesn't even have a percentage to it, the whole Ghana, some part of the earth for Jehovah, the people are making noise. Then all our father, you are saying it's all fake. When you are going to eat, you bread the food. Come on, get serious with the things of God. Look, when it comes to God, he said he takes the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. It's not about intellectualism. He said he takes the foolish things. You see, there's a book by John Wesley, said the 12 ordinary men. He took 12 ordinary people and made disciples out of them. But still, one of them betrayed him. The wisdom of Jehovah. God is real. Me, I'm experienced it. I think I wear this long thing. When the Holy Spirit comes here, he comes like a mighty wind. And he said he's the spirit that those who worship must worship. Go to John 4:24. He said those who worship must worship in spirit and in truth. When they see you being serious about it, they say, "Hey, I'm sorry. Nyame or Yesu. God is a spirit. No more jehelo meaning. No more
God is a spirit.
Yes.
And they that worship him must worship in spirit.
In spirit.
And in truth.
And in truth. Jehovah is a spirit. We ascribe all these names to him. Say Moses called the place what? Jehovah Jireh, because God has provided. Let's stop. This building of the cathedral, I don't know why the Holy Spirit is on my case this morning. Say, my son, tell them I need my cathedral. Jesus. You finish reading the Genesis 22:14. Jesus. There's a special name they call I am. His name is Jehovah Nissi. Go to Exodus 17:15. I've given you this, the 8th name that we have ascribed to him. And I will give you more reading. I'll finish up on Wednesday. Because it was a plethora of verses about the sovereignty of Jehovah, of the prominence of Jehovah, of the supremacy of Jehovah, of the power of I am. He didn't give us a name. He said, I am. He said, Moses asked him, if I go, what should I tell them who sent me? He said, tell them I am.
Exodus 17:15. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nissi.
And he called the place what?
Jehovah Nissi.
In Hebrew means that the Lord is my banner. We will celebrate our God. We will celebrate our God. Let his banner be raised. We are raising the banner of Ghana for Jehovah.
Let his glory be seen. We will celebrate our God.
We will celebrate our God. We will celebrate our God. Let the banner be raised. Let the glory be seen. We will celebrate our God. It's another name they give Jehovah, Jehovah Rapha. Go to Exodus 15:26. Jehovah Rapha. Jehovah Rapha. Jehovah Rapha.
Exodus 16.
The healer. See, God is my healer. Jesus, are you there?
Exodus 16.
Exodus 15:26. Oh, we'll be done today. We'll be done. I want you to relax. But I'll give you more when this Jehovah here.
And said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to my voice,
Yes.
of the Lord thy God,
Yes.
and wilt do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of this disease upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians. For I am the Lord that healeth thee.
I am the Lord
That
healeth thee. I am the Lord
that your healer, and I send my word to heal your disease. Jehovah Rapha, I am the Lord, your healer.
Oh, I am the Lord that healeth thee. I am the Lord, your healer.
I send my word to heal your diseases.
I am the Lord,
Your healer.
I am the Lord, I am the Lord that healeth thee.
I
I am the Lord, your healer. Take your healing, take your healing. He sent for his word to heal your disease, physically, emotionally.
I am the Lord, your healer.
I am the Lord, I am the Lord, I am the
I
Lord.
am the Lord that healeth thee.
I am the Lord,
your
your healer.
and I send the word to
To heal my disease.
your disease. I am the Lord.
Let's pray for you. Let's pray for you, man. If you're watching us, there's some illness bothering you. They said the tumor will vanish in the name of Jesus. Just get water that is not in the fridge. There's a lot of testimony I don't even share online. Just get a glass of water or a bottle of water. Just sit by your side while we are. We'll pray before we leave today for whatever is ailing you. The fibroid that is not allowing you to conceive. Okay, jump, release, melt. Get water, get water. We'll pray about it. Hey, mama. Are you done?
Yes, please.
We're singing soon, sing.
Oje susu kokoro ni moja. Oje susu kokoro ni moja. Bewe chula oje mo. Oje onyamija. Bewe chuma.
That chronic headache that is not good. I speak against in the name of Jesus. His name is Jehovah Rapha. That kidney problem, we speak against it in the name of Jehovah Rapha. That brain tumor, we come against it in the name of Jesus. That spirit of barrenness, we speak against it in the name of Jesus Christ. Yes, and Omega, we worship you alone. You are worthy to be praised. You are Alpha, you are Alpha and Omega. We worship you, our God. You are worthy to be praised. We give you all, we give you all the glory. We worship you, our Lord. You are worthy to be praised. We give you all, we give you all the glory. We worship you, our God. You are worthy to. Achemi, achewo, achewo, achewo ye parade. Achemi, achewo, 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 achewo ye parade. Achemi, achewo, achewo, achewo ye parade. Jesus. There's a name they call him. The name is Yahweh Shalom. Yahweh Shalom. We always say Shalom, peace. That's the greeting that we brethren should greet each other. Greet in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Shalom, shalom. Jesus. Go to Judges 6:24. Mr. President, who will take action? Don't mind them. And tell them that fine architect, the world-renowned architect that sketched that beautiful building. Say David Ajayi. You should put the 10 names of Jehovah. Etch them in the walls somewhere. Let people see. And I will give, let one of your special assistants call me. I'll give you everything we said. We give the name, the biblical context. The verse will be there. It's about time Ghana stood up for Christ. It is about time we recognize the sovereignty of Jehovah over this land. I told you, I was in the data room for 9 months. Ghana is blessed. So we need God-fearing people to manage this nation, so the resources can reach, can touch lives. We have oil in the water basin. I've seen it. The geoscientists I was with, they showed me. They get so excited when they see things. We have gold deposit in the north, plenty. We have industrial diamond in the western part of the country. We have very good arable land. If you grow things, most of the places in Ghana, you harvest. But our problem is corruption, evil. I'm saying corruption is a weapon of mass destruction. You see a lot of you people, the president will come, give you appointment, you will be stealing, you will steal until you drop. You know why you drop? Then you get all these diseases, then you use money to cure yourself. Yesterday, a very powerful man in America in the civil rights movement died. Congressman John Lewis. He died at 80. People were celebrating him. Why can't you do this that people celebrate you? Aren't you always talking about Kwame Nkrumah? What did he acquire? But that name, Kwame Nkrumah, garners respect all over the world. Mr. President, make your mark, make your mark. Your father came and did his bit, but you are going to do mightier than your father. President Mahama, father was a minister. He's going to do mightier than the father. We must celebrate and see that our children are doing more than us, because they are our seed. Mr. President, your father is wherever he is, he's very happy with you. The seed that he put in you, who you are. I tell people that God does not make a mistake. See, if you haven't gone into the things of God and you talk nonsense, you talk superlatively, you don't understand. But if you begin to do spiritual things and begin to study the word of God and you begin to allow the Holy Spirit to work on you, certain things, he said he takes the foolish things. His things, so they are plural, to confine the wise. I told you, you can go into the background of President Kufuor, the background of President Rawlings, the background of late President Mills. There's something special about them. Their friends will tell you that there's something they saw in them long time ago, even when they were just kids, they were just young boys and girls or university students. There's something exceptional about them. Or late Vice President Emisata, may his soul rest in peace. The first time I met the gentleman, there's something special about this man. Very calm, pepe, smart. God does not make a mistake. Like I said, he said, you take the foolish things of the world to confine the wise. So, Jesus. Mr. President, celebrate your father more. Celebrate him more, celebrate him more. On his birthday, celebrate him. Go to his graveside, put flowers there. Release some incense. He's your guardian angel. You see how far you have come. Me, I don't know you, but the Lord is dropping some things in my spirit. Your father told you you'd be president before. Is that not it? He saw something, and he said those things in public. He said when the family are around, he said he takes the foolish things of the world to confine the wise. You see, President Bush Jr., Queen Elizabeth said something about him when the first time he visited the father, when he was the president. She didn't see him that, but from governor to president, there's the seed. Mr. President, find time to visit your father a lot and go there, say your prayer. Let them leave you alone, the security people. Have one-on-one, you and your brother and your sister, have one-on-one. You in particular, respectfully, celebrate your father. Go there. You see, when we go to the Western world, when you go to cemeteries, there are things in the Bible. Because when the Christ is coming and go, we shall all get together. So don't be evil to your children. Don't be evil. Don't. Because they are your seed. I said, don't insult your children. Don't say that they are Jimmy, they are Kwasia, they are Agua. Don't say that. No amount of anger should allow you to say things evil to your children. Don't. They are your seed. When you pronounce evil to them, they will come to you. They are your seed. My son said, Tam, don't worry. Come and read the Bible for me. We're about to close. Please. Sometimes allow the Holy Spirit to flow, please. Mr. President, please. Your father's birthday, don't joke with it. Jesus, he's always around you. You don't understand. The same thing with President Mahama. Don't joke with your father's birthday. Go to his graveside, put some flowers there, celebrate. When they pass, when I have people pass on, they become a spirit. They are waiting for the Lord. If you go to the Western world, the cemetery, they are so neat. We are not correct. And I will say respectfully, you go and, ease yourself at cemeteries. You see how your life is nasty? You smoke weed. Where it's supposed to be neat, clean, you go there, poo there, smoke weed, misbehave there. It's a sacred ground. Cemeteries are sacred places. Please. Don't misbehave. I am telling you that we live in two worlds. The spiritual world and the physical world. When we are going to give our loved ones a befitting place for them to rest, then you go and poo there. You are not correct. Look at your life. Christianity, we need to go deeper. Because as my brother read, he's a spirit. That's what Christ can raise the dead. He told the little child, the child is just sleeping. Wake up! Because he has that authority. For death. Jesus.
Judges 6, verse 24. Then Gideon built an altar there unto the Lord, and he called it Jehovah Shalom. This day it is yet
Jehovah Shalom. And
Oprah of the Ibier's rice.
Shalom, peace. We pronounce peace over Ghana. For this coming election. Like I always say, I'm not the braggadocious type. But when they're around me, I'll say things and it happens. It's not me that says it too. The Lord said, this will happen. Just tell them for witness sake. I'll tell them. Yeah, there, ask them. So I'll tell people in my house that this is going to happen. And it will happen. Me, I'm afraid of him. I am. Hey. I'm still human, so I always say, pray for me. I have a family. So I always say, pray for me to get to my family. Because I get attacks. When we go and pray for people and all kinds of nonsense happens, someone that they want to visit, they can't. Me, I'm just here temporary. I just want my children to grow, become solid and useful to society. When the Lord calls me, I have to go. We get born, we die. But the cemeteries, we need to respect the cemeteries. The resting places. Africans, we need to get serious. Go to cemeteries around. There's one at Shiashi. They say it's for the rich. You see how they preserve the place? That is how every cemetery is supposed to be. A place of rest and reflection and isolation. If you go to the West, people go put flowers, sit. Because, even in Mexico, they have the Day of the Dead. They put flowers, incense, candles, blah, blah, blah. But Jesus has come. Just go there with Jesus. Just take the flowers. It's a symbolism of respect. Flowers, very important. Why do we? People don't even know why we give flowers when people die. We need fresh flowers, not these Azan ones. Fresh flowers, not artificial ones, rubber ones. No. We must respect. Do you know why people say they are going to call the dead? Because they know they are wrong. You see, we Africans, I saw somebody killed. We have to go and find out what killed him. So who do they go to call? Some Azantin. They are calling your spirit. The dead person, they will call their spirit, and so that they will do all kinds of nonsense. They will give them a knife or whatever, who go after the person who killed you. They know the people on the other side of the river. We'll go to Corinthia, but God is building a case for us to study. Mr. President, you do one thing for your mother, respectfully. Put flowers. They are your guardian angels. You have been through a lot. I don't know how to sing that song. Through it all, through it all, through it all, I've learned to trust in God. I've learned to trust in God. I've learned to trust in God. You have learned to trust. The same to President Mama. Through it all. Through it all. Your father is no more. Your mother is no more. Through it all. Visit them. They are your guardian angels. Through it all, through it all, through it all, through it all. Learn to trust in Jesus. Learn to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, through it all. I learned to depend upon His word. It's very, very important. Through it all, Jesus. Through it all, Jesus. I've learned to trust in Jesus, and I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, through it all, through it all, I've learned to depend upon His word. Jesus. So I had an encounter with my late grandmother. I said, I'm proud of you. My son, he never called me grandson, I said my son. And my maternal grandmother, confrontation, she says, we need to go deeper. We need to be holy. So, the two great gentlemen in a political lexicon. Jesus. May the Lord protect every one of you as you go campaigning. May the Lord protect all of you, because we need good leaders. God, Jehovah said the earth is His, and the heavens are His, and the earth is His footstool. We need to enjoy here. Don't this whole thing about I know it's true, but you have to enjoy the earth. Then the favor and the blessings, what are they for? It's for you. When you go there, holy, holy, holy is the Lord. Anybody that will try to buy some disease for you, it's not going to work. They tried it, you are still strong, Mr. President. The same to President Mama. Nobody will touch you. Auntie Nana, nobody will touch you. Vice President Baumia, nobody will touch you, because look, you are in the eye of the storm. As soon as people have nodded for you to lead them, It's a political, excuse me, war. Let me use the word war advisedly. You know, it's a competition. So their spirit protecting everybody. Jesus.
Grace and mercy
Brought me through. I woke up this morning
because of you.
I want to thank and praise you too. Your grace and mercy brought me through. I say your grace and mercy brought me through. I woke up this morning
Just because of you.
I want to
thank you
and praise you too.
Praise you too.
Your grace and mercy
brought me through.
Jesus. You want me now. Kemi
wala hele no.
Na mo
be ma se ye o wa dila.
Mi se foko pe. Ejake o kemi e. Ono je
wa na mo.
You want Jimila,
Kemi
wala hele
no. Na mo be ma se ye o wa dila.
na mo ise foko pe. Ejake o kemi e. Ono Jimila, na mo I'm going to mention the 10 names, the 10 powerful names we ascribe to I am. We call it Elohim. God, Elohim. Powerful. He has power and might. We call Jehovah. Derived from I am. We call him Abba Father. As our Heavenly Father, because he's our daddy. We call him Elyon. He's God Most High. We call him El Roi. Because he sees everything. He's omnipresent and omniscient. We call him El Shaddai. Because he's a mighty God. We call him Yahweh, Jehovah Jireh. Because he's our provider. We call him Jehovah Nisi. Because he's our banner. We call him Jehovah Rapha. We call him Jehovah Rapha. Because he's our healer. We call him Jehovah Shalom. Because he's our peace. Father, we bless your holy name. We thank you for your word that has come forth. We pray that Jesus. We're going to stand on Jehovah Rapha, our healer. I am the Lord. We're going to pray for 2 minutes for people who are sick. Healing. I am the Lord, your healer.
I said my
I
word
said,
to heal your disease. I am the Lord, your healer.
I am the Lord
that healed thee. I am the Lord,
your healer. I gave my word,
said my word to heal
our disease.
I am the Lord,
your healer.
your
If
healer.
you have water, get a bottle of water or a glass of water, not cold.
I said my
I'm going to
word
pronounce some
to heal.
healing into your spirit man right now. Pray with me, pray with me. Mara, bara, bara. Yando robo kata tare. Yende lebe yanto robo kata lebe. Yando robo kata tare lebe. Shibala basuka tare lebe yanto robo kata tare lebe. Ye matolobo bakanta laba intolobo kata ya delebelebe. Ye delebe antolobo kata ya delebelebe. Father, healing. Healing in your name is Jehovah Rapha. Healing. We thank you. We call on you for Friday for healing and restoration. And you did it. We bless your holy name.
Jesus.
We are coming to the end of our program. We see you again on Wednesday. Thank you for joining us for Grace Hour. Receive your healing. The Lord says to say something to people who sell land. Stop selling cemeteries. Stop. You see your children are going crazy. The sacredness of the body and the soul. Stop selling land. Please don't buy any land that is cemetery. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't. It is a sacred ground. Father, you are holy. Abba, Father, you are holy. Jehovah Shammah, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Elohim, Yahweh, you are holy. Father, you are holy, Jesus. You are the great I am. You are the I am that I am. Bojibu, Minime. There's no size. There's not like you. Mokobe. And those who are about to give us to do your work. If you have a space, you just give it to us. We just want to pray. It's not that the church is worship, praise and worship, and teaching the word of God. People need a place to go and just vent out. If you have a place, give it to us. Things will move in your spirit, man. Your business will be blessed. Just send me a message. Brother Ben, come and see this place. I have no use for it. Then come and set up. And just invite people to come and worship God. Your generation or more will be blessed. Me, my work is very short. I don't know. One day when I'm not here, you place on this video. Hey, the man said it all. I don't talk about a lot of things. I keep quiet. So when I'm doing the work of God, don't disturb me. Because I'm here temporary. Don't disturb. I didn't just get up. I'm not the madman. Some people call me mad. They say he's mad. Watch your tongue. I'm not mad. I am sent by the grace of the Holy Ghost. But I will bless you. We bless your holy name. Don't you want that push? Papa, you're dancing. I said that. You're holy. Oh, I said, Papa, we are we. One sem, you're not carrying. Your word is true. Only the Nanuchumo, when ye oyi, Yerma Odo, Mawana Muja, I want to go to will lift you up. Jesus. Bless us. Bless these young men. Protect them. Protect my family. Protect their families. Everybody watching us, and the sound of my voice, and the view of me, may you be blessed. I hope that this message has touched you. That will build a cathedral for Jesus. He said, he asked, where is he going to reside? The National Cathedral will be built. Hashtag. The telcos, MTN will lead you. Or get together. Get some special numbers. Connect with the National Cathedral people. With one city will give. 2 cities will give. 5 cities will give. 10 cities will give. 20 cities will give. 50 will give. 100 will give. 200 will give. They're all denominational notes. Will give. And the very rich, give some to God. To cover your generation. Unborn. So when we have the COVID-19 fund, we are going to have a fund for Jehovah, for the National Cathedral. The president will lead. President Mahama will follow. He's an opposition candidate. He's also a president in waiting. Let Jehovah be the judge. And we ended up with shalom, peace. May peace reign on Ghana. May peace reign on Ghana. May peace reign on Ghana in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Let's share the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ.
The love of
God,
and the sweet fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us now and forever.
Amen. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Shalom. This is the mic for the drum. Sorry, I didn't show it. I just lifted there. But we bless God for this gift. We bless God for this gift. I saw my chain. I said, I don't need. The Lord said, you don't need it. I don't want to wear bling bling. I don't like that. So I got rid of it. He said, don't give it to anybody. Sell it. Use it for my kingdom. I sold it. Then our brother, Dr. Brown, gave us 1,000 Ghana. So people are pledged. It means when you give me something for me, I'll come and say it. So we will pray for you. It is God's business. May you be blessed. We'll see you again. May the Holy Spirit cover you and your family until we see you again on Wednesday at 12. Shalom, peace.